What's up, Guild? King Cosma here, and I have another discussion piece to talk with you all about today. With New Genesis on the rise, I've been hearing questions about if Phantasy Star Online 2 is still relevant to play, and that opens the door to talk about this. And the more I think about it, the more I find different ways to answer this question. So let's talk about it. Of course, in my biased opinion, I will tell everyone to play this game simply because it is a very well made and absolutely free to play MMO, going as far as to not even need Xbox Live to play anymore. This opens a path for players to be able to try something new without the paywall of subscriptions. Funny thing is, as free as this game is, that's not the biggest reason why you should still play PSO2 and why it's still important to play before New Genesis. As we know, New Genesis will be an entirely new game to the Phantasy Star Online 2 universe, but it will be treated as an expansion. This is a great feature, as this means that Phantasy Star Online 2 and New Genesis will coexist, and players will be able to transfer between both games almost seamlessly. With Sega acknowledging the amount of time and money players have spent over the years, or year if you're in global, will allow players to transfer cosmetics, gear, and purchasable currency to New Genesis, as well as your old Phantasy Star Online 2 creation, and that's where this gets interesting. New Genesis will change the way we gear using a new gear system similar to Final Fantasy XIV's gear system. This is called Battle Power. The gear that you will attain in Phantasy Star Online 2 will give you an edge, as even the highest rarity 15-star weapons will transfer to New Genesis, as well as the highest rarity gear. Although it won't power you through all the content, it will be a nice gateway to let players focus on other things the game has to offer before diving deeply into weapons and armor. I do know that I personally like to feel comfortable with my gear and know that until I reach a higher rarity, I can just farm and build my first character, and that may just be me, but I mean, it's a nice comfortability to just be able to sit and actually learn the game and not have to focus on getting a bunch of weapons, getting a bunch of gear, and making sure I can do this, But yeah, again, that's just me. Now, I do know that there are some players that want to start completely over, and that's totally fine as well. The refreshing feels to starting a brand new game is always great, and it's a good way to instill some interest in titles as well. Or maybe you're just one of those players who just was not interested in Phantasy Star Online 2 to begin with. You were probably just confused getting in. You don't feel like going through the motions. You're playing other games, whatever. And New Genesis is just more your take. Whatever it may be, as we come to the next open beta, I really do hope to see people at least give New Genesis a try. For those interested in trying the New Genesis beta and still haven't signed up for it, there is still time. Unfortunately, the beta will be PC only, but for those who do have access to a PC, you can sign up for the beta right now through the Xbox Insider Hub. So as long as you're on your desktop page, the first thing you want to do is go to your search bar and you want to type in the Microsoft Store. Once you get there, you don't really have to type the whole thing in. It's going to autofill for you. Go ahead and click on Microsoft Store, and it should open up this window right here where you'll be able to access pretty much everything that you're connected to. As you can see, Phantasy Star Online 2 is there 100% free. Don't need Game Pass, don't need Xbox Live or anything like that at all. From here, you just want to go to the search bar up top, and you want to type in, the Insider Hub. Hello. Insider Hub. And then you just want to go ahead and click that baby right there, and you want to go ahead and download and install if it is available to you, and then go ahead and hit launch once everything installs. Once everything installs, you load it up, and you'll be able to check in the preview section right here, and you will see Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis closed beta, where you'll be able to click and join, which apparently I did not join, but that's all good. It's totally fine, which I could have sworn I did, but I guess it's a good thing that we're doing it now. So hey, we filled it all out. Once you do that, you should see pending. After pending, it should say if you have joined or not. You will come back here and you'll see it right under join in the preview section of your Xbox Insider Hub. So that's all you need to do to sign into this thing. Of course, you're going to need a Microsoft account, hence a Outlook account. You'll be able to sign in through there. Again, this is not available through the Xbox Store. This is only available through PC. So now you're all ready for New Genesis when it comes May 14th. With that being said and done, I'd love to know what you all think. Do you guys think people should still play PSO2 before New Genesis, or do you think players should wait for New Genesis? Let me know in the comments below, but please remember to like and subscribe, and you can always catch me live on Phantasy Star Online 2 and New Genesis at twitch.tv/KingCosma. Until next time, and may your guiding light shine.